What's up, Copy Squad? It's your boy Kyle Milligan of KyleTheWriter.com coming to you live from Delray Beach, Florida. And today I'm going to talk about 5 lessons I learned from Frank Kern. Number 5 is embarrassing. My copywriting book is called Take Their Money at KyleTheWriter.com/book. That book is about learning the language of copywriting. So once you learn the language of copywriting, you can actually read copy. Let's talk about lesson number 1, daily lives. So these lives, I credit Frank Kern to these daily lives. If you get any value out of these lives and you say, thank you, Kyle, for doing these daily lives, you are in part thanking Frank Kern. And I think for good reason. Because if it was not for watching Frank Kern do this, I would not be doing this daily. When I first started a channel, it was on YouTube and I was going live and I was simply breaking down sales letter promotions for 2 hours and 20 minutes usually was the average time, and I would just sit there and mark up sales letters. And yes, it's valuable and it was unique, but it didn't have the same reach as what I'm doing now. It didn't give me the same audience reach, but I watched Frank Kern, who was at a level that I would like to aspire to be at, and he says, go live every day. He says, go live every day on Facebook and repurpose that content and you will see success. Okay, lesson number 2 is his message about intent-based branding. Okay, so his intent-based branding thing is 3 pillars: providing value, creating goodwill, and making offers. And then integrating that with going live daily has become, I see Frank do that, so I am doing that. Since I've been doing this, I've been selling a lot of books. I've also been able to sell research courses, which is going to be lesson number 3. So lesson number 1 was go live daily, okay? He taught me that. Lesson number 2 was his practice of intent-based branding, which is where you give value for free and you create goodwill, and then you make offers. So I give you value, I create this goodwill where you tune in every day now at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we hang out and I share my lessons learned and knowledge, and you ask questions and I answer them. Guess what? That's Frank Kern's methodology of intent-based branding. So whether or not you are skeptical of his claims, the results are he's created good. I believe that this is a good thing and it's helping people based on the feedback that I have received. Which leads me to number 3, the research video upsell. So on my page, I offer a $12 book, and that is not a lot of money. It would take a lot of sales to make any sort of reasonable. I told you, this channel started out with me breaking down sales letters on YouTube Live, and I broke down Frank Kern's sales letter, and someone was skeptical about whether he wrote it or not. Irrelevant. I broke down that sales letter, and I actually ended up buying that book. It's the only book or only product I've ever bought after breaking down a sales letter. So I actually bought that book. It was $6. I liked the information inside, but also once I got to the cart, there was an upsell for a thing called omnipresence, and I was like, okay, well, it's not very expensive. I will buy the omnipresence videos as well, because the videos said things that I wanted to happen. It said, learn how to be everywhere for your market. And that's kind of what I'm doing now, right? I created research videos. I imitated the strategy, okay? And I was like, well, what can I offer? What can my specific expertise offer my marketplace? Research seems to be in demand, so I will create a video research course. I teach people how to research their guru, how to research their product, and how to research their target market. So we've got 3 lessons. 1, go live daily. 2, intent-based branding. Let's not call it intent-based branding. This is methodology. But let's say number 1 was go live daily. Number 2 is provide value and build goodwill and make a lot of offers. Okay? He summarizes that with intent-based branding. Number 3, my research video sales. Number 4 was my style of pitching. It's not my style. I borrowed it from Frank Kern. I pitch frequently. Because people keep tuning in and out. I can see it on the screen here. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So I know some people just got here for 5 seconds ago, and they haven't heard my pitch, and they maybe are just the first time being here, and they don't even know my book exists. So I know that I give you some value, and then I offer my product to you. You can take it or leave it. So that was, okay, that's numbers 1 through 4. Now, number 5. Number 5 is super important, okay? So number 5 is don't be a hater. And I learned that from Frank Kern. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Man, weird serendipity. Yesterday, I needed some content. So I did some Google searches on general copywriting stuff. And I was like, who's at the top? Let me just copy what they're addressing at the top of Google and see if I can put my own spin on it. So I found one video of someone talking about what is copywriting. And I was like, I don't agree with this definition, so I can kind of give my definition as part of the spin. I created that video where I called out this content maker, internet marketer by name. And I was like, yes, this is going to be really good clickbait. People are going to click it because this dude's name's in there, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, this is going to be great for my channel. I'll get such a big reach from this. And I posted that, and I was super happy with it because I had conviction in the things that I was saying and the message I was delivering about copywriting, and I really believe what I was saying. So it's like, this is actually all fantastic. So I posted my video. Some people watched it, and I had 4 likes, which I lost those likes because here's what happened next. I posted my video, and I went to Frank Kern's Daily Live. And what was he talking about? He said, don't be a passive-aggressive hater. And he was telling the story about a guy who was simply making these exposed videos where he would just call out big names, and he would use these videos to boost his channel by calling out big names. And he wasn't even calling out the people. He was just simply using their names, and he wasn't even like I don't think he was like being aggressive or mean or anything like that, but he was just using the names to help boost his channel. So using big guru names and saying, like, I'm going to give you the truth about this guy exposed, this and that and this and that. And it ended up getting him in some legal trouble. And I saw that moments after I posted my video with this other guy where I named him by name and I called him out and I said, that's not what copywriting is. And in that moment, I said, I have to take that video down now. So I took that video down immediately. I edited the content of that video to eliminate that guy's name because what I learned is I don't have to break someone else down to build myself up. I don't have to make somebody else seem wrong just because I think I'm right or to make myself seem right. And I learned that lesson from Frank Kern. It was a live that he was doing the moment after I posted my video. I went straight to his live. I jumped in halfway through after I posted my video, and that's what he was talking about. He said, don't be a hater, don't tear down other marketers, just do what you do and provide value. And again, if you're skeptical of Frank's claims or his methods or anything like that, at the end of the day, I strongly, strongly believe, and I hope this demonstrates my case very well, that what he is doing is creating a net good. And I would be exhibit A. So, let's recap. I wouldn't be going live daily if Frank Kern hadn't told me to go live daily. I probably would be providing goodwill and creating goodwill and providing value. And I got that from Chase Renner, the SEO guy, when he was doing it like a year and a half ago. And I got it from Miles Beckler, who's doing it every day. But I got it from Miles and Chase. So I probably would be creating value and goodwill. And I did that through breaking down sales letters. But it was through watching Frank Kern do daily lives that I realized that I should be doing daily lives and making offers every single day. And that's been really huge. I've been able to sell multi-4 figures, okay? That means more than $1,000 by $1,000 worth of products without running any ads, just by being cool and talking to you and answering your questions on lives, all right? I can thank Frank Kern for that. I've been able to do that just by making offers daily and informing you about my products and how they can help you. Go to kylethewriter.com/book. Get my copywriting guide. Take their money, and it'll help you be a better writer. It'll teach you the words, or teach you how to write the words that make you real money. Okay, so there's that. And then lesson number 3 was my research video upsell. I would not have been able to break 4 figures probably ever. It had probably taken me like a month of selling a $12 book to really make any sort of like monetary dent. It was through seeing Frank Kern on his sales letter offer that video upsell that I was inspired to create something of value for my market and offer it to them, which is my research videos, which people seem to really, it's helping their businesses. So that's also another net good, right? Number 4, my style of pitching. Well, my style of pitching makes money, which encourages me, it incentivizes me to go live more often and engage and interact with you and answer your questions. So the cycle is, if this makes me more money, then I'm going to give you more value. I'm going to go live every single day. I'll let my videos go 25 minutes like this one and just talk and talk and talk and give you everything I can because I've seen it in action give me money. So I'll give you value. You can, again, It was inspired by my man Frank Kern, and offer every single time, every day you go live. And the last thing, I think this is one of those like career-changing lessons. Don't be a hater. I don't have to tear down other marketers, and I can disagree with their ideas, okay? And I can call out their ideas without calling them out by name to boost my click-through rate or something like that. The final verdict is Frank Kern has created so much goodness, and a lot of it has come from free content. Whether or not you trust his claims, etc., like, I think the end result is a worthy and an admirable sort of result. And I'm totally fine emulating this guy and modeling what he does, and I think it's only resulted in good things since I started doing that. I've definitely seen my channel take off since I started doing that. Thanks so much for tuning in, Copy Squad. Peace out.